This is my 2021 Ram 1500 truck. It's the 5th gen version. I did a previous video on testing the Evap canister by disconnecting one of the tubes that go from the fuel tank to the Evap canister to see if I would be able to pump gas into the tank without the handle constantly clicking. It did seem to do the trick. So today I'm going to replace that canister. I did put the truck up on ramps. It gives me about 6 inches of lift. So under the truck, I've got a couple of scissor jacks. These are actually jacks from a travel trailer. They give me a little bit more lift than a typical car truck jack. And I think I'm gonna use these to support the fuel tank after I loosen and remove the straps. And the other one. So the fuel tank has 2 straps holding it up to the frame. There's a 16mm nut on each strap holding it. Just gonna get this on here. Okay, that's one. Okay, I got the other strap loose too now. So the front strap, back strap are loose. And I'm going to rotate the scissor jack a little bit, and that'll start bringing the tank down. I'm going to try and bring this down evenly. One thing is there is this metal shield on the side of the tank. There are these plastic buttons here holding it in place. It looks like there's about 4 of them. I'm gonna have to pop off. Okay, I am getting these plastic buttons off now. If you pry this out a little bit. All right, there's one. So there were 4 of these holding this metal shield in place. So I'm gonna see if I can get this thing out of here now. So I did get the metal shield out. It's actually over there. And now I can actually see the Evap canister is up here on top of the gas tank. That's it. Facing forward. So in the back here, there's the vent valve, and there's an electrical connector and a hose on there. So I'm going to take that off first. So the electrical connector came off pretty easy. There's just a little push button tab on the side, and the hose doesn't have any clamp or anything. It just slid right off the back. So in the front, there's 2 pieces of tubing attached, and these are just the type of connectors where you squeeze the sides and hopefully it'll just slip right off. Yeah, there's a button on the back and on the front. That did it. Okay. Yeah. One on the back, one on the front. So there was a second hose going to the front of that Evap canister. Same as the first one. Squeeze the sides and it slid right off. So now there's these plastic tabs here, these white things. And I have to push down on them. I think there it goes. Okay, one there and one towards the front. Let's see. There it is. Behind the light. There it goes. Should be loose now. So it is loose now. I just gotta wiggle it out of here. I might have to drop the tank down a few more inches. I did have to drop the tank down about another 2 inches, maybe not even that. And canister came out. New Evap canister, gonna put it in the same way I took the old one out. So what's working for me the best is I'm sliding it to the back above the differential and then up and over and back in between the tank and the frame. The hardest part here is you have to get this canister in and then rock it a bit so that these two white clamps catch that lip like it was when it was installed before. So lining it up, getting in place, and then giving it a little rock to get those to snap. Back here, I'm going to push this hose back on. Like I said, no clamp or anything, it just slides back in. And push in the electrical connector. Needed a second hand to grab that, but it's lined up now. And if I push, yep, it's locked in. Lined up. And then just push them till they click. There's one. All right, the two connectors are now snapped in. And the Evap canister is also secured. Going to put the metal shield back in place next. So there are 4 of these plastic buttons. Got them all in. Just need to push the little tabs in. And that's secured now. So the last thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to raise the fuel tank back up using these scissor jacks. Try and do it evenly. Seems to go up pretty easily. By the way, I did only have about a 1/4 tank of gas in the truck. I knew I was planning on doing this tonight and thought it'd make it a little easier. Okay, a little bit more on the front. I think that's all the way up. In the back, I think it's also touching. All right, I'm gonna hook these straps up and put these nuts back on. Okay, I got the straps back on. It's about finger tight. Just gonna zip these up a little bit. Okay, that seems to be tight. Let's see if I drop these jacks a little bit. Make sure everything's good and secure. Yeah, that's the back. It's the front. Looks good. These scissor jacks really made this job a lot easier. Like I said, these are scissor jacks for stabilizing a travel trailer. I bought these on Amazon. I paid about $50 for the pair, and I think they've got about 22 to 24 inches of height when they're fully extended, and they drop down to about 6 inches. And I did screw them down to a piece of wood just to make them a little bit more stable, because when they get tall, they do want to fall over. I think securing them to a board really helped stabilize them, and really did help out a lot in this job.